If I work at multiple locations or have multiple practices, does my policy cover all of them, and is there any difference in premium costs? Obviously, you don't know what their particular policy says, but is it standard?
The general policy that we start off with is for a person working on their own account. So an osteopath, chiropractor, teacher, whatever, just doing their own thing. When that person decides, wouldn't it be a good idea to have a clinic, and they start bringing in other people, then additional insurances are required. If they get additional premises, then, and so it carries on building. Then you become a business, then you become a corporate client rather than an individual.
Right. But in terms of me as an osteopath, if I work in 14 different clinics, I am covered to work in those clinics.
Absolutely.
To the level I need to be covered.
But there is one point that's particularly important there, actually, is that if you're working for somebody else, you need to make sure that your policy is what's called an indemnity to principals clause. Because if you decide to go and cover for a friend who's taken a couple of weeks off on his motorbike going across Spain, then if there is an incident, the chances are the claim won't be brought against you. It'll be brought against the person you're doing the work for, because that's who they booked in the consultation with. That's who they're paying their money to, and that's who the claim will go to. So it's then necessary that, because he doesn't obviously want to pay the claim, it wasn't his fault, that he can submit that claim back to you.
Right.
But you can only do that if there's an indemnity to principals clause, so that would then indemnify the company he's working for.
Right.
A lot of those...
All this stuff, most people are going to forget all these terms, a moment after we stop this broadcast. So when someone goes to take out an insurance policy, how do they remember to think about all these things? How do they make sure that they're covered?
Well, perhaps the easiest thing is we could give you a list of 10 points. So make sure that you either are covered for this or that you don't need it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that would be very helpful. I mean, what I normally do is I follow up these broadcasts with an email the next day if there are things to reinforce for people. And I don't know if you can do it by tomorrow, but we'll...
We might give it a go.
Okay, thanks.